Bengal, there is a breaking coming in that the crucial meeting that is underway, which is now being chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah, the political observer as well, and senior leaders including Suvendu Adhikari, Samik Bhattacharya, Bhupendra Yadav, Sunil Bansal, Amit Malviya are said to be present. Discussions that has been taking place on several issues, including the formation of the government, the structure of the cabinet, and of course when it comes to the preparations for the oath-taking ceremony. So as being said, Pranesh, this is a crucial meeting that is being chaired by the Home Minister himself.
That's right. That meeting will begin in some time from now. We are reporting live from the convention center, the Vishwa Bangla National Convention Center. And, I'll ask my video journalist Mohan to pan and show you the kind of mood and euphoria. And when I say that, I mean the BJP rank and file, not just the MLAs, their supporters have come here in large numbers. And that tells you about what this victory means for the BJP. You can feel the shift. And if I can be honest, Amita, the air here in the street smells of real political change. Because we are talking about a state that has been the fortress of the left for 34 years. Then Mamta defeated Buddhadev Bhattacharya. Buddhadev Bhattacharya lost his own seat from Jadavpur, which is considered a left bastion. And from there, after 3 terms of Mamta Banerjee, here is the BJP with more than 200 seats with a super mandate. And today is a prologue for what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is the swearing in. Suvendu Adhikari have been saying this morning that it's only a matter of time, just a formality, that Amit Shah, who as observer is here, he'll be here in some time now. And he'll hold that meeting with the MLAs, and then that formal announcement will happen. Once that announcement happens, decks will be cleared for Suvendu Adhikari to take over as the Chief Minister. But just look at the kind of, buzz here. I hope the camera does justice to the kind of energy that we are witnessing here. And like I said, at the cost of repeating myself, this victory for BJP in West Bengal is not just, obviously electorally very important, politically significant, all of that. But the BJP believes that this is in a sense a cultural reclamation for the BJP. And by that they mean that the appeasement culture, the mindset will disappear. They hope it does. And the Sanatan symbols, I've spoken to TMC, BJP MPs and MLAs, and will play out what they have said. But in essence, what they've suggested so far is that once the BJP government takes shape, the culture of appeasement ends. They have a list of priorities that they will, hope to get started on from day one. I've been speaking to people in the party. They have, they don't really know who will be part of the cabinet. But what we can tell our viewers on Times Now is that there will be 2 deputy chief ministers. There will be a one woman face. People believe it will be Agnimitra Paul. And the other name that I'm hearing more than the others is Nishit Pramanik. A former union minister was asked to contest assembly elections. He's finally won his seat. So we'll have to wait and see what happens after this meeting concludes this evening, because then we'll have an opportunity to interact with the MLAs who were part of that meeting with Amit Shah, and hopefully, some information can come our way.
All right. So the meeting is about to begin. That is going to be chaired under the leadership of Amit Shah, and that only holds the kind of importance that, the BJP has been working hard for the state of West Bengal. And finally, Shivam and Ridhita, we are looking at the results and the fruit of their labor there, because this seems to be, when it comes to the decider there, of course, there are still speculations, but there are front runners. And this is now coming at a time, Ridhita, when we'll actually get a picture clearer by the evening. We are hoping that we'll get to know who will be sworn in. Ridhita, can you hear me? Well, Shivam, if you can take that question, I believe Ridhita is speaking to someone. Yes, Ridhita.
At this point, I'm joined by Arjun Singh.
You are live. All right. Well, there are BJP leaders who are now also speaking. As far as this meeting is also concerned, that would be convened by the Home Minister himself, political observers there. And yes, Shivam, if you can take up that question, because this seems to be the cabinet formula that has also now been talked about, which will be decided. But first, we need to know who will be sworn in. I believe Pranesh has also exclusively spoken to people there around, and especially when it comes to Shankar Ghosh on what his point of view is when it comes to the BJP now forming the government in West Bengal.
I have one such person. He's won the election. Congratulations, Mr. Ghosh. Your thoughts on the new government which will take shape?
See, the first thing is that we have to fulfill the expectation of the people of West Bengal. We have already documented our thoughts in our Sankalpa Patra. So we'll try to fulfill all the pointed, noted in the documents in reality. So that will be our priority work. And as you know that the political violence is one of the important subject here in West Bengal. So we'll work on it. There should not be any political violence anymore in future. Secondly, women's safety. That is also one of the priority area where we will work. Third, the development. So these are the priority area we are looking into it.
On the question of post-poll violence, Mr. Ghosh, there have been many leaders of the opposition who are blaming the BJP. They say people who are indulging in violence, especially post-polls, are associated with the BJP.
I think it's a kind of false fabricated allegation. There are people who are in Trinamool Congress, suddenly they change their jersey and start showing that they are the more BJP than the BJP Karyakarta. So this kind of behavior at all, not at all expected from anybody, from any political party. As you know that our state president and our leader, Samigda and Suvendu, both, they are saying against any kind of violence in state of West Bengal. So we are working on it today. Tomorrow government will take charge and after that we will handle it within a very short period.
Mr. Ghosh, I have two more questions. One is of course about what the TMC has been saying. They refuse to accept the mandate. Now in such a situation when the swearing in happens tomorrow and if Mamata Banerjee and her leaders are still in disbelief over the mandate, they say 100 seats were stolen. How will you, approach those charges and how will the government function?
See, it shows her taste only. I always talked about the bad taste of the Trinamool Congress as well as the Chief Minister herself. So at the time of removal from the power, she is showing her class only. She hasn't got any kind of respect to our democracy, our constitution. So she is behaving like that.
My final question to you is, will Mamata Banerjee be invited for the oath? Because, when Buddhadev Bhattacharya lost the election and when Mamata was taking oath as the chief minister, Mr. Bhattacharya was there.
No, she is claiming that she is still a chief minister. So I don't think I should answer on this question. But the thing is that there is a procedure that in every cases, the ex-chief minister also invited in the program. But party has got the last word. Our legislative party will also talk about it.
Okay, we'll let you go. Too much to be done. Thank you for speaking to Times Now.
All right, Hridita, I believe you're also trying to get as many exclusive reactions as possible on part of the TMC side. We're looking at, this is something as far as their cabinet is also concerned. Mamata Banerjee can claim what she can, but however, when it comes to the government of the BJP, that is something that is going to be formed. Later in the day, of course, we are expecting clarity.
Well, absolutely, given to the Trinamool Congress aspect, we see that Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has already not resigned from her power. However, after the governor has constitutionally dismissed her legislative out here in Bengal yesterday, but the mood for Bharatiya Janata Party has been all set in Bengal. At this point, you can see the situation outside the convocation center where today the announcement for the Chief Minister will take place. Bengal is also likely to have two deputies this time. One would be a woman face, which likely can be Agnimitra Paul, and another is given to another unknown face. But the visual that I show you outside is of the women who are celebrating, the women dhakis, the women dancers who are at this point was playing drums, beating the dak, the tradition of Bengal, beating the drums out here and getting you those exclusive visuals in Lalpar Shada Shadi, which is a very tradition of Bengali women in representation. So you see those dhakis, they're playing, they're rejoicing the win of Bharatiya Janata Party out here at the time when we are supposedly to understand who can be the next chief minister of the face of Bengal. And this is also going to be historic in a way because Bengal as of now has never had a deputy chief minister ahead, given to the CPIM era or the Trinamool era. Not before
so
that.
what is being touted that one CM and two deputy CMs, and one of them could be a woman and the other could be, as far as Suvendu Adhikari, who continues to remain the front runner. Will he be the one who will be sworn in tomorrow? The meeting is about to begin. Pranesh has been tracking the updates from that hotel in Novotel where this meeting that would be taking place. Ridhita is getting us the live reactions, and show is Shivam. Thank you very much, all three of you. We'll reconnect. In the meantime, we're going to head into a very short break. You're watching Times Now.